Alright, are you ready to do it? Hang on, we're gonna put a lid on because I don't do it yet. Whoa! Other way. Pretty good? Where's your smoothie cup? And up!
Mommy!
I think it goes like this way.
Stuck.
Is it stuck? Show me. Oh, yeah, it's stuck down the bottom. There you go. We'll fix. Good? You like it?
Yeah.
That's good. This is currently the state of our gym. We've pretty much just pulled the gym apart. There's so much work to do. So this is our double garage that we're converting into the inside part of the gym, and then we will be fixing outside. There's like pavers that you can't do anything on at the moment, so we're going to concrete that and turn it into like an extended gym, and then probably have some kind of roof system over at some point. But for right now, we need to train, and we've got to just use what we've got because it's not like our #1 priority. We've got like so many other things in this house to do. So we're using what we've got, but we need to rearrange it and find a better system. So Maddie's just laid the last little bit of flooring. We didn't quite have enough flooring for this space. So we just got a few more squares. He's finished that off, and now we're trying to find the best arrangement that we can for the meantime. But we've got like a slight slope. It's like a, what is it? Like a water flow drainage type situation. I'll get you some more kiwi in a minute, bub, okay? Just eat the passion fruit. And then yeah, so we've got to try and find the best way where we can like still squat and lift heavy without sort of feeling that slight slope until we look at getting that done. So we're going to play around with it now and just find a good system so we can actually get some training in. So yeah, this is the state of everything. We kind of got to go back to square one, figure out where to store it, and then how to get the most efficient use out of the space. Yeah, I felt fine. I'm just like, I've lost like random conditioning, so like I can breathe and stuff, can go through it, but like my feet hurt, you know, like my ankles are a bit tight, like random stuff that's annoying that you get conditioned to when you're training more consistently. The rest was fine. I was just trying to go steady because after having a bit of time off and not stretching and stuff, my body feels a bit fragile in some ways, so I was just trying to move with control and it was fine.
So you intentionally like break stuff up and just be a little
I didn't intentionally break it up, I just went like by feel. Like if I felt like I was losing control and I started to move messy, I stopped, instead of like grinding through, because I just don't need to grind through yet and I'll just end up getting hurt, or yeah, just doing something stupid and not doing well. But like it's so long until I compete now because we're stuck here, so I'm better off just moving well, maintaining a base for just a little bit longer, and then like start to do things a little bit more like deliberately. But I'm just kind of winging it at the moment.
Everyone talks about how your like respiratory rates really affected and stuff after COVID. Have you like, do you feel that in those type of workouts, or is it pretty?
No, like I probably, to be honest, I probably feel better at this point in the season this year than I have in the past. I guess normally maybe I come back from overseas and I'm like out doing stuff, but I've had like real forced rest, and then I've forced myself to take more time rest, so I usually feel a lot unfitter than I do now. I'm just keeping it steady too, instead of trying to do like absolute like nosebleed pace right away. But no, it was during being sick with COVID, I felt fine in that I thought I trained through because I thought I had the games coming up and I didn't know I had it. I thought I had bad jet lag, so I was kind of just pushing through migraines and lethargy, but not necessarily breathlessness, just kind of like flat. And then the day before the games is when I did something at high intensity after having not rested with it, and that's where I was like, oh, my lungs feel a little bit like they're struggling. And then obviously doing a competition, high stress rate, you know, stress is high to compete, so your heart is already working, your adrenals are already working, you're already nervous, and then that was too much. And then doing that day of competition made me feel a lot worse than I had through COVID. So the only recommendation I feel like I could give is to rest. You got it? Which Dan did, and he did really well. He just rested straight away because he knew early, right? He rested and then he went back home and trained and he was fine. He just felt like you normally do if you have time off training. And then yeah, then I didn't feel too great afterwards. After I was already testing negative and stuff, just because I tried to do that high intensity stuff. And then once I rested again, which in quarantine, I had 2 weeks of forced rest. Yeah, no, I'm fine. So I'm only like out of breath now because I'm talking and I'm on the bike. But yeah, I'm fine. I don't have any, I felt like my body was working a little bit harder just after it. So I made sure I rested, and then because I gave myself the time, I feel fine. I supplemented heavily, obviously, plus rest, heaps of water, did all the things that I normally do to support my immune system, and my body took care of me because I took care of it. But yeah, I feel okay. I definitely think if anyone had, like if you don't rest or your body's already under stress in some way, then, you know, it's gonna feel worse. But I'm pretty healthy, living the slow days at the moment, so I'm good. Thanks for watching our vlog. It's been a while. I think the last time we vlogged was around Torian Pro, so it was a couple months ago. But yeah, we've got husband / dad behind the camera and then me in front of it, and then someone's got to manage the toddler, so it's a little bit hard. But again, we're trying to build a little bit more consistency, and we'll share what's going on off season because it looks a bit different than in season. So we're still training, but a lot more of a a lifestyle focus on how to fit it in with like running my business and renovating our house and doing all those things I don't normally have time for in season. So yeah, make sure you watch next week. We're going to show you some really cool stuff getting set up at our new house. I did put on Instagram and everyone was super keen to see what was going on with our renovations. And at the moment we're focusing on the outside to set up just an awesome training space for us and for Scotty, so that it's like really fun for her and so that we can do some really cool new elements in our training session. So yeah, watch this space over the next couple of weeks because it's going to look cool. But thanks for joining. Bye.